What's up, everybody? Greg back in the garage for another video, another vlog. I should probably change. Uh-oh. That's probably Isaiah, at least I hope so. Unless the dog is learning how to open doors. Anyway, came home to a, let me turn this around so you don't see the address. Bang! Shout out to Micah Durbin for this lovely package, and compliments to you, sir, for just shipping the thing to me. Yeah, can anybody guess what's inside? Pretty long. Can anybody guess? It's something I've been after for a while and finally came across it, and he's like, hey man, I have one, I can just send it to you. And I'm just like, okay. So, ooh, parts. All right, let me get my trusty opening utensil and get this open. I am not handed, so let's do this. You know what? Tripod time. Eyebrow, front eyebrow, the one I've been looking for and wanting for a while. Matte take or May take, whatever you want to call it. Original fiberglass eyelid. When Christine. Oh, I still gotta finish all this stuff. I'm running out of time. It's like the middle of April. Getting close to the second week of April. I only have until the second week for what do you call it, Alpine Vag Fair. So I need to buckle down. The air ride came at an unsuspecting time, and now it's taken much of my focus and time. So eyebrow sitting about there. Get in there. Hold on a second. Tripod time. Bang. Eyebrow. I've been wanting this for a very long time. Push my tape out the way. Anyways, you guys get the idea. It'll obviously be fitted a little bit better once he's finally painted and on. Bang, there it is. Ooh, May take eyebrow. And yes, I don't believe I will need to trim the notch for the emblem, which works for me because I like the smooth line look straight across better. Is it touching? It's barely touching underneath there. Man, when that's green, that's gonna look bad ass. It's gonna look so good. Super excited, super excited. Can't tell, but I am. Look at it. Woo! Man, I wish I could paint. I wish I had more paint to paint. I have some paint, but not enough to do the spoiler, the eyebrow now, and the bumper. I want to do the bumper over just because it has some rock chips and stuff, so I really want to redo that. And some touch-ups here and there, but man, feels good. Feels good. Looks good too. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, so it is Wednesday. It is nighttime. Just came back from looking at some houses. I think we may have settled on the style and the neighborhood. More to come on that, but I'm pretty sure we settled on house, neighborhood. We got a lot of incentives, so I think we're gonna go that route. Anyways, back to car stuff. Took the tank out, got rid of the nasty wood. Yeah, so this is the tank. It had some water in it, drained that out. Some water came out here. None of it looked rusty, so at least that's good. Tank's not horrible, but water trap is the biggest one on earth. So if I can find a smaller one, I will. Other than that, I'll take it to work tomorrow and see if we have like set screws that I could fill this hole with. That way it's just not a big old end, like a cap plug right there. Maybe something that looks a little bit better. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for now. I guess this goes to the manifold. That's gonna distribute the air. I don't know, I have a feeling with it being so small, like it's just gonna take forever to go up. And I don't know, I'm new to all this, so I'm just babbling. But yeah, I'll take it to work tomorrow, clean it up there, take all the fittings off, clean them all up, make sure the fittings and everything look good, and reseal them with hydraulic sealant because they use like thread tape, and some kind of weird stuff. So that way I can guarantee there's gonna be no leaks. Put everything back together, and then maybe try and start installing this stuff maybe tomorrow, as far as the struts and the management. Tank, I still have no idea where I'm gonna put it as of yet, but I'll find a place. Maybe just a small piece of covered wood. I think I have some fabric left over from when I did the rear deck here somewhere. I might wrap a piece of wood in that and then just bolt that down somewhere and then bolt the tank to that. So that's about it. So this is like going to be a middle of the week vlog. I'll probably try to get this one up either tomorrow night or like Friday sometime. So you guys are with me on the journey to getting this done. Right now I'm going to go upstairs and shave and cut my beard because this is looking absolutely ridiculous. So you guys have a good night and I'll see you tomorrow. Everybody, welcome back. Today is Thursday. Brought the tank to work to clean it up, clean up some of the pipe fitting goop that they used. I took off this plug with, and I used hydraulic sealant and put in a cap and cleaned up all the rest of the pipe fittings to get some of that goop crap off, which you don't need to use tread tape and all that extra stuff. I just use hydraulic sealant. It works just as good. We use it at my work, at my job every single day. Also, I sandblasted the tip to get off all the bad paint. So these will just be shot satin black and then they can be welded on. So these are looking better. The tank doesn't look half bad without the gigantic water trap attached to it as well. But I did get a message today that somebody wants to buy it here local. So that's good. So I'm gonna sell this tank to him and then pick up the tank from George this weekend. Just because I don't really care for the ports in the middle. I'd rather the clean look with the ports either on the end or along the middle here. Strictly for looks, no other reason. And yeah, I think that's it. So with everything cleaned up, I'll be using brown Loctite on the water trap and everything like that, which hopefully I can hide. Something like that, even on the other tank, hide it behind it. And we'll be good. We'll be good. More to come. More to come on the vlog.
Stop it.
Scream now. Scream now. You said you wanted to scream. Scream. Go ahead. It's going in. I'm telling you right now, it's going in. You want to scream now?
That's what she said. No.
And surgery time. That's right. The conditions are perfect. Besides the look of the paint, the car is very dirty for sitting outside for about a week. Yeah, not too much to say here. We're pretty much just gonna wheels off, get the car in the air, and I think I'm gonna work on the rear first. Get the rear done, get it up in the air, and then put that on jack stands, get to the front. Let's see how much we get done today. Don't have much time, but I'm trying to get most of the work done between today and tomorrow. This weekend, I'm not gonna have too much time at all to be messing around with this. Man, this car's dirty. I'm just sitting, like it didn't even drive anywhere and it's so dirty. The sprinklers, man, I absolutely hate them. Anyway, get the car up in the air, wheels off, get the CX Racing coilovers out, and then the air struts in, and then management wiring. Supposedly, I'm waiting on a call for a guy to buy the tank today and or tomorrow from another guy. So we'll see who takes it. That way I can get the tank from George. And then we'll worry about how to place that and all that other stuff with the lines and everything else. But for now, a lot of stuff has to come out and a lot of work has to still be done. So let's get started. I'm pretty sure, haven't done this in a while, but they do it on YouTube. Hold on. Might be a little bit rusty. Oh, that was easy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Either way, rear wheels are off, car's up in the air, face down, butt up, as it were. Anyways, I'm gonna get under here and start loosening the CX Racing coilovers, taking them out, putting the air lift struts in, and also figure out the best course of wiring, which I got some good tips from Hector Green Bean, so I'll be using those tips to get everything done. Mark IV caliper swap still running strong. Is it almost time for? No, still got meat. I have to pick up the rotors from John. John has some Brembo rear slotted. I gotta go pick those up. He has them for me. Then I just buy like the fronts to match, and then we'll have slotted brakes front and back. That'll be a good upgrade because these, nah, no good, no good. You guys know these struts, they attach very simply. There's one nut up top and then one bolt down below. Where is it? Come on, right in there. Now, you're asking yourself, what is that extra piece? That is an Autotech rear sway bar that I have fitted to the Mark II rear beam. So I have to disconnect that, let that hang down before I can get to the strut. So I have to undo that and then up top, and then the coilovers come right out. I actually forgot that it bolted up there, but oh well. I gotta clean this ground out if I'm gonna be on the ground. This is ridiculous. A lot of dirt came out of the Smurf. So like I showed a little bit on the Smurf, that when you drop the two top bolts, when you take out the two top nuts off your coilovers, the whole beam just swings down, and then you'll have more than enough space to get to the bolt without any problems. What is this? Oh, rubber hat. And these coils, they still work perfectly fine. They still adjust. These will be for sale. $400 plus shipping if you're far away. If you want to come pick them up, $400. Now this is the Drift series, so these have a little bit stiffer spring rate. Just so you know, it's not really bumpy. It's more, so just a little bit stiffer than the smooth CX Racing. I think instead of 6 and 8K, these are 8 and 10. 8 and 10. Yeah. So they're just about a little bit stiffer. That's all. Bam. Just like that, no time at all. CX Racing. Blue. Ooh, they're out. You're not getting those because those are mine and those are going back in. But just letting you know, the coilovers are for sale. $400. Okay, got the rears just about 90% in. Just have to lift up the beam and attach the bolt through the top with the top mount, and the rears will be done. Getting exciting. Getting exciting. Got the linkage for the Autotech sway bar in. I'll show you guys. Bang. So far, so good. Alright, after a short dinner break, we're back at it, getting ready to lift up the rear beam, attach the two nuts and the top mounts here. Then the rears will be done. Then move on to the fronts. That way, tomorrow it's just wiring, management, placement, I believe. Yes. So let's get a move on. It's not that bad. I guess it really wasn't, Hector really wasn't lying when he said he did his in about an hour, 2 hours with an extra set of hands. Not bad, not bad. Rears are in. Tops are bolted down, getting ready to put the wheels back on and drop it down and hopefully clear these fenders. We'll see. Let's see if I can do this ever so slightly. There we go, nice and easy. Oh, good. The other side's keeping it up. We'll do this on that side where there's more light. Needs a little bit of trimming, but because it's sitting right on the molding, I'm gonna jack it back up, trim what I can, and then that way it'll sit nice and flat. Round two. Trimmed a little bit off the flares. So let's see what happens when it sits this time. Oh, that's it. I gotta probably go and raise up the other side so it doesn't mess up the flare, but it looks nice. Well, I had to do some trimming of the flare to make clearance for the wheel, as somewhat expected. You can see it's touching, just not touching all the way around. So I go back and sand underneath the flare, nice and flat and even. You can see just right about there. That's about as where I want it to be, because when I send it down, I want it to pretty much just drop down as low as possible and leave it at that. I'm not really gonna go too stancy with it. I like it the way it is. Maybe I'll take the camera out and see where it sits, but I don't have enough poke or enough stretch to go fender to lip or anything like that. So this is pretty much where it's gonna be for tonight. Tomorrow we'll jump on the fronts. I might mess with the other side today just to see how it looks, but driver's side is done pretty much. All right, got the backs pretty much trimmed up to where they're not touching the flares. And there she is. Let's see, that side is right above, right below the lip of the wheel. This side, probably a little bit lower, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure why. I'm not too much worried about it for right now, but the back is definitely tucked. I like it, looks good. Now what I'll do is I'll take the flares off, sand them flat, maybe trim just a little bit more, and go at the inner fender well with a little bit of a hammer to get it as smooth as and flat as possible, flatter than before, and then we'll go move on to the front. The front right now looks like a 4x4, to be honest. Look at that, not too bad though. The fronts are gonna need a lot more work, maybe some more camber. I don't know, we'll see. That's all for tomorrow. I'm tired and I want to take a shower and go to bed. So I'm not sure if this episode is long enough for a vlog, but not too much going on. Just taking out the CX Racing coilovers, which are for sale, $400. I can also ship them, and putting in the rears. So tomorrow, if I have time, we'll start on the that's a big bug. We'll start on the fronts and get it dialed in, at least with hitting the flares and all that stuff, and then we'll do the wiring. And I don't know, hopefully tomorrow, the guy didn't call me about the tank today, so maybe the guy tomorrow will meet up with him, sell the tank. I'll pick up the other tank this weekend. That way I can run the lines and everything in the meantime. So if this episode is long enough and you haven't already and you would like to, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, do all the social media followings and stuff, and I'll see you guys next time in the garage. Peace.
Perfect.